yes, 10 did come out in 2001. I like 10. It was great.
I mean, if you don't mind, I mean, we could bring up 10 and talk about it as a group, because honestly, I feel like there's a lot of parallels to 9 or to 10 and the sphere grid, because I mean, just like a lot of the linear pathness of it and stuff like that. And then the sphere grid also kind of feels a little bit like a linear path. Like, I mean, you're right. It is kind of just like you get small variations, but there's a lot there that you can with 10, there's a lot that you're on a one beaten path, and that's kind of the same thing with the sphere grid. You also have, they're all pretty much classes as well, but it's more reference to enemy classes rather than like job classes.
I would disagree just a little bit about it being a linear path.
Oh, it's a linear path.
It's
Just a little bit. Only a little bit. I mean, I don't know.
You have to expend the item to even vary at the minimum amount that it lets you, so it really punishes you going out of your way.
So I would say that it's the reason I disagree is because it is a linear path up until a point.
Are you talking about the story, or are you talking about the sphere grid?
I thought we were talking about the sphere grid being a linear path.
I just said that those were very comparable, like the sphere grid game.
Gotcha. Okay, now I see what you're saying. I was misunderstanding. I agree. Yes. There is a very linear path at the beginning of the game, and there's a very linear path to the sphere grid as well. Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. I was thinking like late game, it pretty much opens up where you can go, because you can fly to any of your save points, but on the other hand, you can unlock all the little unlock things and go and do all the other stuff that you couldn't do before on the sphere grid.
Yeah, but I still feel like that's still pretty linear. I mean, even towards the end game. I mean, I don't know. When I see a game that like basically has a world map where you just like, honestly, like Tactics is pretty linear too to me. Like, just because it only opens up certain paths.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love Tactics. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's linear is like a total bad thing, but I'm just like, I love it when people say that 13 is too linear. And they say, well, what about 10? They say, oh, 10 is great. That's a great. And I'm like, yeah, but isn't it linear?
It's you're on tracks pretty much the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to go back and visit another area until you get the airship.
Yeah.
But even then, I do agree with you. There's not a huge explorative area like there is in other Final Fantasy games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Except for that one area where you do the hunting. There's like this big open space that you can, it's like the one.
Oh, the Calmlands? Yeah.
Yeah, the Calmlands is like the one really big open area. It's not even that big compared to other Final Fantasy games.
And then there's 12 that just kind of opens it all up for you. I mean, that's an MMO single player.
I love how you went when you go from like 10 to 12, where it's like, we're really linear. Oh, and then to 13. It's like, ooh, we open everything up, and then we're like, oh, we made mistakes. Nobody liked this game. Let's go back down.
Which is crazy because I love 12. I thought 12
was too.
Best Final Fantasy I've never beaten. A shameful admission.
Well, the story. I agree with people when the story was not that great, but the gameplay and the mechanics really and everything like that were just amazing. And
I feel like they set up the initial characters to be bigger than they are, and then as you get further along, you realize the characters you met third and fourth, like Bosk and Freya. Not Freya. What's her name? The bunny rabbit ear lady.
Oh, yeah, that's Freya.
Is it Freya? Okay. Yeah. They're more central to the plot than the stupid Van kid is.
Oh, God. I wanted to kick Van out of the airship the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you guys have anything else to add? I mean,
No, I think at this point, we're just tangenting and bullshitting.
That's okay.
I love it. No, I dig it.
Major Rage, anything else to add? This is your topic, so I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to bring up or.
No, I think I flew through my stuff, but I'm more interested in hearing what you guys had to say. You guys brought some really good points. I enjoyed hearing you guys talk about the games you guys are passionate about. Uh, Thanks for joining me here tonight, letting me on the channel and talking about this.
I mean, you've been on a couple fan film reactions of ours already, and so I mean, you're here, man. You've arrived. Bearded Man thing, I think you've done one or two things with us so far. So I
No, this will be the first one. I've met. We've had a couple of chats, right? And we've met and we've kind of had some discussions. But this will be my first actual, recording for the channel. Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Welcome to my world, ladies and gentlemen.